Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. Ava has chastised me while we were off the air.
Now, Rick,
Yes,
did I
ma'am.
chastise him when we were
In
off
your,
the air?
in your
'Cause
only
I need
Averill
to set
style.
the record straight. on
Averill
this.
style.
It depends on your definition of chastise.
Well,
She
what's your
chastised me.
definition of chastise?
I call what you guys had off the air playful banter.
Playful banter. I like that.
Not when there's blood involved.
No blood on my hands.
Hey, so finish your question. I mean, your answer
Oh,
about.
okay. So the question in terms of, well, how much coverage do you need
Right.
for the individual unit is based upon, once again, a conversation
Yeah.
with the customer, because people often want to insure the contents.
Right.
Right? They think of it like renter's insurance. But what they fail to understand with the condo unit policy is they have responsible for replacement of the property. So if you don't have the proper coverage, well, guess what? You don't get your sink replaced, you don't get your carpet replaced, you don't get new drywall. You might have a lot of coverage for the contents, the sweater you lost, and the mattress you lost. But you really have to have a conversation with them. Is if you had to rebuild the inside of this structure, piece by piece, how much do you think that will cost?
I got
What
you.
kind of cabinets do you have? You know, how many bedrooms are inside of this structure? And so that is probably, I won't say the most difficult conversation, but they, particularly a lot of times, they'll have come from a renter's policy, and all they're worried about is the contents.
Okay.
But they have a responsibility for rebuilding inside from the studs in.
Now, see, I used to own a condo years
Yes.
ago, and it was a 3-story one. Your garage on the bottom, kitchen, and then the bedrooms up. When I got a quote based on the 3 stories. And I'm thinking of just, why is it a different price if I get the 2-story townhome versus the 3-story townhome? I got it was a higher quote,
Well, it's just like a home.
but
Every
the same
time,
square footage.
right? But so even in a home, we want to understand: is it 1 story or 2 story? What percentage of the home is above the garage? Or garage is the most
Okay.
combustible area. So it really, I don't know that you're getting rated because differently because it's a 3-story versus a 2-story. But you need to understand what the structure is comprised of. And
Okay.
you know, and the other thing is we want to make sure that that's the right property. If you say it's a 2-story property and then the adjuster comes and it's a 3-story property, well, we want to know, is that an error on part of the agent?
Right.
Or is this even the right property? People will move
Right.
and not replace. Fire policies are specific to the property. So we need to make sure
See,
that,
because I liked the 3-story more than the 2-story,
okay,
but I couldn't understand they were the same square footage.
okay. So did you get a significantly different price
$20,000 difference.
for the,
3-story versus the
you
2-story.
had a $20,000 difference in the cost of the policy?
No, and then the cost of the. No, it was in the cost of the policy. The price difference was also different, right? The 2-story was $20,000 less.
The
Yeah.
estimated value of the property was
Right.
different based upon whether or not it was a 2-story or
Right,
a 3-story.
exactly.
Right, because remember footprint,
I didn't think about that.
right? You
Right.
take up more land, right?
Yeah.
And you have to have a bigger footprint when it's a 2-story versus a 3-story.
Yeah,
That would
yeah.
be my assumption, but we'll let Rick
Yeah.
Absolutely.
address that.
No, you're absolutely correct. A single-story property is going to have a larger footprint than a 2-story property, and the 2-story property is going to have a larger footprint than a 3-story property.
Exactly.
Now, from an insurance perspective, I'm assuming all those things come into play as far as pricing and how that stuff works. But you are absolutely correct as far as footprints and the amount of storage and things like
And I
that.
think a 3-story would burn faster than a 2-story.
Oh Lord, this woman.
I mean, I'm just saying, flammability and how fast it could be consumed. Because look, does it spread or does it go up? Fire goes up, right?
Learn something new every day,
Just
ladies and
saying.
gentlemen. That's
I'm
Ava
not an
Gordon.
adjuster, but I would assume that it have something to do with
Okay,
the claims
I'm
process.
going to ask Mr. Rick over there a question. Is that all right with you?
Please.
Yes, we'd love to hear him.
Okay, because as you know, there's a lot of new construction, but there are also a lot of new construction in older neighborhoods as well.
Exactly.
Okay, so have you found that the older structures adding amenities is creating comparable value to the new stuff that's going into the neighborhoods?
Well, the thing about that question that's interesting is that right now, with the amount of people that move to Houston, how our population is still growing,
Right.
there's going to always be a strong need for properties inside the loop.
Right.
The value of that dirt
Right.
is going through the roof.
Oh, absolutely.
So any of those older structures, they're gaining appreciable value.
Right.
Problem is they're not as popular from a retail sense.
Right.
Because those who are shopping, when they're shopping, they're doing a cost comparison.
Okay.
So all homes, if you're in the market for something between 375 and 425, when you do your searches, there's going to be new construction that comes up.
Right.
There's going to be resale construction that comes up. There's going to be renovations,
Right.
rehabs, other people's fix and flips.
Right.
So from a consumer's perspective, when I sit down with a new client, we talk about goals.
Right.
What are we doing? Is this going to be a home that we reside in? Is this something that we're thinking about doing as for a long-term hold? Are we trying to turn this into more of a cashable asset, meaning that we're going to find renters and or something that's really popular now is a lot of investors are buying properties, renovating them, and then turning them into Airbnb.
I've seen a lot
A
of
lot of money.
In the last 24 months to 36 months, that's been really huge in Houston. So a lot of times from a consumer's perspective, we like to sit down and talk about goals.
Right.
What is that we're trying to do? Are we looking for long-term appreciable gain? Do we need to have cash flow now? Or is this something that we want to hold on and pass it down from a generational perspective?
Right.
And depending upon the answers to those questions, we attack it from that standpoint, meaning, okay, new construction for the most part is something that you want to have long term for you and your family, that you want to homestead and build appreciable value over
Right.
time. Because it's going to have, like you say, the newer interior features,
Right.
the higher spec level as far as ornamentals, hardware, cabinetry, flooring, things of that nature. When you get to older homes, you're going to get a lot more of a traditional bare bones, what I like from an old school floor plan perspective.
Right.
You get larger living rooms, you get larger closets.
But lower ceilings.
Exactly, and you're trading something that was built for the taste of people in the 1970s, and they're decorating the inside now with the renovations towards the taste of people who are either millennials or are purchasing homes 2010 or more recently than that. So that's where the rub comes in. It's about what it is that you're specifically looking for.
Right.
And if you're let's say you're an outdoorsy, backyard person, you're going to go older because there were less people in Houston at the time.
Right.
Thus, they were giving more square footage for your dollar.
That's true.
And your neighbors weren't as close.
Right.
So as
And
you go
have
to
mature
neighbors,
trees.
right? So, and that's how I always present it for my clients. If you're looking for privacy and space,
Right.
we go to more mature neighborhoods.
Right.
If we're looking for technological advancements and more modern efficiencies,
Right.
then we're going suburban, newer construction.
Okay. So, I am a big fan of older neighborhoods, mature trees, my neighbors being, yes, get off me, okay?
Yeah.
I'm seeing some of the new communities that are being developed are trying to give that space. They're trying to give that view that it's an older neighborhood with the space, but not but with the 21st century amenities.
Exactly.
But
But
are
you-
you seeing that is off 99?
Yeah, that's
No,
it. It's
you
out.
have to be further out.
It's
from
out.
the
It's
city to
definitely
get-
out.
To try to create that feel.
But now, one of our clients, Empire Communities out at Harper's Preserve, they're trying to do that.
Right.
Okay, out at Fairway Farms, they're trying to do that. Lago Mar out in League City, they're trying to do that because people want their space, but they don't want to be able to reach out their window and knock on their neighbor's wall either.
Right.
That kind of thing. Like I live out in Cypress, we have good distance between the houses, but when I lived in Bentwater, I had 200 feet between houses. All right, if I don't want to know my neighbor, I didn't have to know my neighbor. Whereas they're doing now, you literally have to know your neighbor. So when you're taking out, is there a age barometer on who wants what in the different communities now?
Well, definitely because tastes, social norms change generationally.
Right.
The things that are important to those born from 65 to 75 is different than people that are born between 87 and 97.
Right.
The things that they're looking for. So, and for 20-somethings,
Right.
the goal for 20-somethings that I run into is to get off the bench and get in the game.
Oh, okay.
Because right now, and the thing that I had to consider is that for those 20-somethings, it's possible for them to earn substantial income without a W-2.
That's true.
So
That's true.
all the things traditionally
true.
that buyers would rely upon as far as qualifying from an income perspective would be work,
Right.
maybe some small outside businesses,
Right.
maybe an inheritance,
Right.
things like that. But now with these younger clients that I run into, they may have a W-2 salary
Right.
job, but then they'll have something that's going, they may have an online boutique off Instagram.
Right.
And it sounds insignificant, but as soon as you're making more than $500 a month consistently, that's something that you have to report.
That's right.
And so $500 a month, 12 months is $6,000. $6,000 can change which level of property you qualify for.
That's true.
So what happens a lot of times is that they have these income streams, but since they're not quote unquote traditional,
Right.
it causes them to have anxiety to make the 30-year commitment
Right.
to a mortgage loan. So you'll have someone maybe at the age of 24, 25, between W-2, 1099, may earn $65,000, $70,000 a year, but they fear that 30-year commitment at maybe $1,700.
Right.
So they rather stay downtown in the Heights
Right.
near the Galleria and pay $1,400, $1,500 a month until they reach a life stage where they feel like it's more comfortable to make the commitment.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, pay some more bills. We have our good friend Ric Davis with Brooks and Davis Real Estate. He's enlightening us on millennials.
Which I was very interested in last week.
And so, that was her thing last week. So we're going to take a break, pay these bills, come back with some more information about trends, buying power, and on that making money unreported, I'm going to tell you about a young neighbor of mine.
Oh,
Okay,
absolutely.
but we're going to take a break, pay some bills. Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REUloan.com. That is REUloan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM. This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Arts Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsartsfloral.com and barbsartsfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Arts Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hello, listeners. Get ready. 91.1 The Boss and Today with Cachet starting Friday, February 1st, 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 to 10:30. 91.1 The Boss. Woohoo!
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
KNOY 91.1 FM and Barb's Arts Floral Boutique invite you to participate in our raffle for fresh floral arrangements on Valentine's Day. To participate, like the raffle and tag 10 friends on Facebook before February 1st. KNOY 91.1 FM wants to make your special day happen. So just tag the raffle on Facebook. 91.1 FM, The Boss, and Barb's Arts Floral Boutique want to ensure your love flourishes.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM. Looking to buy a home? Looking to buy commercial real estate? Been turned down by the bank? We can help. SDA Financial. We specialize in these types of deals. SDAFinancial.com. SDAFinancial.com. We do the deals the banks say no to. Go to SDA Financial. Let's get your deal done today. This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.